Hello and welcome to the Drone Zone. I'm drone pilot Brian Kay.
And I'm drone pilot Joe Tillman.
Hey, Joe.
I'm thirsty today.
You're thirsty?
I'm
well,
thirsty.
We're talking about a subject that might, quench that thirst.
Okay. What is it?
Well, we're talking about wine country. When you think of wine country, what do you think of?
I don't think of Arizona. I think of more probably California, like Napa Valley, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say Napa Valley, but Arizona, we have vineyards here too, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But can I hit you with some wine fun facts, Joe?
Ooh, a little bit of wine FFs. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's start with this one. Did you know that wine has been produced for over 8,000 years with the earliest evidence found in Georgia? Not the state, the country.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
And around 6,000 BC, ancient winemakers would use clay jars to help ferment grapes.
Sure.
And that method is still used in some regions today.
All right.
Okay. So my next one is, when you have a glass of wine, what do you usually do before you drink it? You toast it. Toast it, right?
Yes.
With somebody else. You do a cheers or a toast.
Or you can drink it by yourself like I do. It's either way.
Do you know why people do a toast?
No.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. The act of clinking glasses during a toast probably originated in medieval Europe.
Okay.
And it's to ward off evil spirits.
Oh.
And when you do the toast, sometimes, your wine or my wine would spill over, and that would help prove that the wine wasn't poisoned.
And I think that's how they got the famous song, Spill the Wine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you're right on that one. That's a fun fact that you just gave me.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue. And my last fun fact, do you know why you swirl wine before you drink it?
So it releases the vapors so you can tell what kind of wine, if it's fruity, if it's nutty, if it's buttery.
Yeah, it enhances the wine's flavors and scents and just makes it more enjoyable.
Delicious.
We do have vineyards in Arizona. We have it in different locations, the Verde Valley, Wilcox, Sonoita.
I mean, when you think Arizona, you usually think it's 1,000,000 degrees here, and it's like, how can you grow wine?
How do you grow wine in the desert?
Right, in this environment. But actually, they can grow wine, and a couple of wineries even make a hard wine, Zinfandel, which is very hard to grow in Arizona because of the heat.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons is the higher altitudes and the different soils in Arizona that they can use to grow the vineyards here.
But we do love our wine in Arizona.
So now we're going to go to the Verde Valley to a couple vineyards up there. It's a very popular spot for people that live in Arizona, but also for tourists.
Right.
Tourists like to go there and, you go to different vineyards, you do the wine samples.
They have wine buses that take you to different individual vineyards as well, which I think is a great idea.
It's a great area to visit. There's just so many to hit up there.
Right.
And it's totally different than what you get anywhere else in Arizona.
And it doesn't look like anything like Arizona. Some of these vineyards we've been to look like it's in a whole different other state.
And the one that we're going to go to first is Alcantara.
Mm-hmm.
And where you can go drink the wine there, but you can also do a little Jeep tour. Let's take a look.
Here at Alcantara, we're in Camp Verde. We are at the confluence of the Verde River and the Oak Creek. Hi, my name is Ron Brumley. I'm the winemaker and vineyard manager here at Alcantara Vineyard and Winery. We have vineyards here. We have 15 acres on this property. I also manage 4 other vineyards here in the Verde Valley. It's a great place to grow grapes. We have 17 different varietals, and that is very unique. Most wineries have a few. We have Marsanne and Roussanne, the Cabernet Sauvignons, Zinfandel, Sauvignon Blanc. So our growing season is March. April, we have some flowering. In May, we have our fruit set, and then we harvest, because we have so many varietals, all of August, all of September, and all of October. You'll see our fermentations, you'll see us making the wine, we'll be putting in barrels, we'll be harvesting. Taking the Alcantara Jeep tour is one of the best ways to experience Alcantara Vineyard. It's open air, you get a little sun, but they are covered. It gives you an easy way, a fun, bouncy Jeep ride, which a lot of people don't get. You show up to the vineyard, toss you in the Jeep, and then from there, we take you all over. We take you to the top of the Marsan Hills. You're going to see all of the vineyard. You're going to see the Sedona Red Rocks. You're going to see the Jerome area, the mining town up on the hill. You're going to go look back down towards the Camp Verde area, so you're going to see the majestic mountains. And we come back down, take you over where the horses are, and talk to you about the horse operation. And then we take you across the river to a riparian area. You've got all the different plants. And then we're going to take you back towards the ruins, the Sanawa ruins, which are a native tribe way back 1200. Get you some more bouncing through the sand, rough terrain, bring you back over to the vineyard, and then we drive you through the vineyard, and the Jeep driver talks and explains what varietals, how we grow the grapes. So you really get a good education. You get to see the property. The property is about 87 acres. And then when you're done, you get to sit on the lawn, you get a tasting, you get a cheese plate, and you get to hang out with your significant other, and it's a fun day. It's so beautiful. Most people in Phoenix, or the whole country, don't know that Arizona is known for wine. When they leave, most everyone is just amazed. Good service, good wine, good food, good times. The horseback rides, we have the kayak rides, we have the Jeep rides. I want them to be able to escape the outside world. And when you're sitting on that lawn with a glass of wine and a pizza, there's nothing around us. There's no outside pressures. I want them to feel relaxed.
Wow, what a day trip up to Alcantara Vineyard. Not only can you have a little bit of wine, but a little Jeep tour, maybe some horseback riding. And I don't think they allow any wine on the Jeep tour.
Now, see, that's a shame. That's just, I'd love to drink a little vino and then have a little tour.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put it in a sippy cup. I won't spill it.
Well, I think that's the main point is they don't want you to spill their wine while the Jeep's bumping around.
Problem solved. Sippy cups.
Okay, well, let's give them a call.
I'll let them know.
We'll tell them, hey, we got to solve.
I'm sure they'll appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
Right. And another cool vineyard we went to is Page Springs.
Page Springs.
Beautiful. All these vineyards are just this one is right by Oak Creek Canyon. They have a deck. You can sit out there with your glass of wine and just chill out and listen to Oak Creek Canyon. It's an amazing experience. Plus, I remember correctly, you had an awesome mushroom pizza there.
Yeah, it was delicious. They have a great kitchen there. You can have some food, some wine. Perfect combo.
It's a great combo, great tasting room, great kitchen, and just the atmosphere and the beauty all around you is a great day trip to Page Springs.
Yeah, the scenery is great. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Eric Klomsky. I'm the founder and director of wine growing at Page Springs Vineyards and Cellars. Page Springs Vineyards and Cellars. We are a vertically integrated vineyard winemaking operation, and we also have a bistro here, so we make excellent food to go with our wines. We farm about 30 acres of wine grapes, which we call our estate, and we're surrounded by what we call our home vineyard and grounds. So just below us, between here and Oak Creek, because Oak Creek leaves Sedona and flows through our land, is our home vineyard. So we have about just shy of 4 acres of grapes right here. If you're on a higher point in the property, you can look across the river at our Dos Padres vineyards. And then up until just recently, part of our estate has been House Mountain Vineyard, which is just upstream from us. We're just emerging at the beginning of the season. When we plant and prep a vineyard, generally speaking, you'll start to see just a few grapes in year 3. Often year 4 or 5 is when you take your first crop off a vineyard. And then you kind of balance out your productivity and you settle into somewhere between 3 and 5 tons of grapes per acre per year. A ton of grapes translates into roughly about 65 cases of wine. This valley is unique. Page Springs, our namesake. So this valley is dotted with springs that are surfacing all over the place. Then of course Oak Creek, which leaves Sedona, which is Oak Creek Canyon, Slide Rock, and all that, also flows through our property and this whole valley. So we have this verdant riparian forest, cottonwoods, willows, ashes, sycamores, alders, and all the water and wetlands that go with it. So the bird life here in the summers is amazing. The valley is also special in that we have multiple wineries here. We're kind of a destination. You can come here and spend a whole day visiting. There's 4 different wineries just along this little stretch. We have a great restaurant here on site, but we also have another great restaurant down the road called Up the Creek. So I would say from both a natural and a cultural kind of lens, this is a really unique place. I think it's easy to be dismissive of Arizona wine because it's relatively unknown. Most importantly, our wines are Arizona. They express this place that we all call home, and we don't want to be Napa. We don't want to be Sonoma. We don't want to be France. We have grapes that came from other places, but ultimately we want our wines to remind you of Arizonans.
That was Page Springs Cellars. That's not the only vineyard. We've also droned DA Ranch.
We droned DA Ranch, and how we found DA Ranch, we were doing horsing around adventures, and you have this beautiful shot of the horses, the mountains, and you can see DA Ranch in the background. It's very Arizona, and it was a great shot.
Yeah, and that place, again, you go there, it doesn't look like anything you've seen in Arizona. They have like a huge willow tree and pond. And it's, a big ranch house there. Just perfect day trip. Go up to Page Springs, Verde Valley, have some wine, relax, enjoy the scenery of Arizona.
Correct. It's a great day trip. Well, BK, everything happens for a Riesling. Take us home.
All right. I'm drone pilot Brian Kay.
I'm drone pilot Joe Tillman.
Keep your drone soaring and your adventures exploring.